Hello, my loves. We are going to be doing some gardening with me, Janae, your life coach and beginner garden witch. So, first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about chamomile, which is beautiful here. German chamomile to be specific. So with chamomile, first I'm going to talk about the body benefits and then the spiritual witchy benefits of using chamomile in everything witch. So first off, German chamomile is the one that you're going to see the most in tea bags and stuff like that. The ones that are going to be the ones that's everywhere, right? When you see chamomile, it's German chamomile. There's two types, German and Roman. Now, Roman chamomile is a little bit shorter than German, and it's also a bit more bitter. So they're both going to be good for digestion, but German chamomile is going to be the one that is everywhere, that you can get everywhere. As I said in the last video too, when I did a video on ways that ADHD people can handle change better, and the one thing I said was incorporating holistically herbs and foods that calm the mind and calm anxiety, and chamomile was the one that I said you should incorporate every day. You should be getting the loose tea, right? So it starts out, of course, looking like this, right? The little leaves look like suns. It's actually, well, I'll get into the spiritual later, but the loose leaves themselves are going to be, of course, they're dried, and chamomile is something I use as the base of my spiritual herbal bath blends, but they're gonna look small like this, right? Can you see properly? Yes? Yes? Okay. Small like that. So get loose leaf ones. I got this off Amazon, even though I'm trying to protest them, but God, they have everything. It's terrible. But get that and get one of those tea strainers and then put it in there. That's going to be the best for you, because a lot of the bags that they use for tea bags are like bleached and they're actually not very good for you. So I'm going to be planting it right now. But it's good for anxiety because of the calming properties that it has. It was an important herb in China, Egypt, Greece, and Rome as well. The name itself comes from the Greek translation of ground apple because of its scent. If you really smell dried chamomile, it does kind of smell like an apple. And yeah, and it's like very sweet like that. Also, I found out that it's sometimes used as a sweetener in beer. Who would have thought? But it contains antioxidants, so it works on free radicals. So it's also like has anti-cancer properties to it as well. And the antioxidant also is what triggers the brain in telling you to calm down or go to sleep or whatever the case may be. You can use it on your face because then it is, did they put it in? I got these seeds from, by the way, total tangent. I got these seeds from Etsy because I'm still trying to protest Amazon. But I got these from Etsy. It's Plant Good Seed is the brand. Their seeds are so wonderful. So go on Etsy and support them. It's a small business. They're really great. Sorry, side note. So yeah, with German chamomile, you can also use it in your skin. It helps to lighten your skin and clear up acne. Oh, that's why. Look how tiny the seeds are. Oh my goodness. They're so tiny. And yeah, it also has immune boosting properties. Look, guys, in the coming days, months, years ahead, we are going to have to really be serious about our wellness, about holistically healing our body. Why are there 10,000 mosquitoes? Holistically healing our body. Can you see all those mosquitoes behind me too? Oh my goodness. Holistically healing our body with different herbs, foods, and all of that. It's very, very important. And so, but yeah, so it stimulates the gastric system as well, which is why it's good for digestion, and you can have it, you should be having it after every meal. I said in the other video as well when I was talking about the ADHD, we actually, us ADHD folks, can have it like 3 times a day. I have it in the morning because if we suffer from anxiety quite a bit, depending on how far on the spectrum you are. And so yeah, having it, I'll have it in the morning and I'll have it at night, and I may have it in the afternoon if I'm really having an anxiety-filled day. Then I may have it again, but it's really good for that. And yeah, so now spiritual. Let's cover the spiritual. Where am I at? 4 minutes. Okay. Spiritual aspect of it. It is thought to transform negative energy into positive energy, which is why it's used a lot in witchcraft for prosperity spells, love spells as well, right? And one of the things I've been really interested in lately is transformative magic, generally speaking, like alchemy, and because I think that's going to be a huge thing moving forward that we're going to have to focus on, is transforming negative energy into positive, not just doing the spells to and using the energy towards somebody. You still can, right? It's still definitely, of course, you can. But I think the most important kind of magic moving forward is going to be like alchemy, transformation type magic, honestly. And so I love the idea of chamomile for transforming that negative energy to positive and using it for prosperity. Now, I do it in my spiritual baths, as I said, because yes, it's for prosperity, but it's also for protection. It protects against psychic attacks and magical attacks. In fact, what you should be doing is planting chamomile either around the perimeter of your home or by your front door, basically be planting it around the corners of your home, because then what's going to happen is that it's going to protect your home itself, right? So still use it you can put it on your altar and everything like that, use it in rituals, but it's also really good to, I have these tiny little pots for them. It's also really good to plant it around your home. And then it just smells so beautifully fragrant. When the wind blows through, you just smell the chamomile. It's like, oh, Zen life right there, right? But it's very, very protective. So that's why it's the base of my spiritual herbal blend that I have. And yeah, once again, it's also great for meditation, particularly for ADHD folks. If you're about to go into meditation, have some chamomile tea about 30 minutes before, and it'll help relax your mind so you're better able to connect to your spiritual center. Also, I want to talk about how you should be intuitively listening to plants and the deities that they are often associated with. So when I was doing research on chamomile, the spiritual aspect of it, I was looking into it, and one site, which was actually about religion, but they were talking about chamomile and spirituality, it said that chamomile was associated only with sun gods. And the minute I read that, like in my head, a woman was like, nope, absolutely not true. And I felt within myself, I was like, that doesn't feel true, because chamomile feels completely feminine to me. It feels soft, it feels motherly, it feels divine feminine vibes, right? So I was like, that doesn't feel right that it was only for sun gods. And then I did more research, and yes, absolutely. Like in Egypt, ancient Egypt, it was offered to the sun god Ra, but Isis was the one who originally they were giving chamomile to. Like, chamomile was associated with Isis, which is his mom. And I was like, oh, that makes sense, because one of the deities that I work with is Isis. So it probably was her being like, absolutely not. Don't let the men take credit for chamomile is very feminine. Yes, she is. And delicate, right? The petals themselves are delicate. And they look like crowns, right? And crowns should not only be for kings. Am I correct? They really should be for queens. So yes, chamomile is really, yes, there are sun gods that chamomile was offered to, but really it was the goddesses that chamomile was offered to a lot as well. Like if you look up sun goddesses, because chamomile is associated with the sun, as I said, because of the leaves themselves. If you look up sun goddesses, there are quite a lot of them, and chamomile was offered to them. So it's feminine energy, and also associated with water also. So chamomile was used to treat malaria as well as the mummification process, right? But anyway, it's really interesting. And quick, oh my gosh, I'm at 9 minutes. God, I could talk about herbs forever. Okay, really quickly. I read that if a plant is withering and failing to thrive, planting chamomile nearby could improve the health of the ailing plant. If that's not mother vibes, what is, I ask you? Anyways, that's chamomile. I have to go because I'm running out. I'm almost up to 10 minutes. I will talk more about the next herb. Who should I talk about? I think calendula is going to be the next one that I talk about. I just planted her, but I'm going to talk about her more. Anyway, okay, I'm almost at 10 minutes. I got to go. Bye.